Hello everyone, welcome to the Best of You event, which is being hosted by Holding Hand. I want to thank you so much for tuning in Marikuona on the internet. Thank you so much. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, don't forget to share. And always around us. Thank you so much for coming. We are so privileged and we are so thankful to our consulting joining us. So, first thing first, what is Holding Hand? People may be wondering, but it's not initially. So, we advocate for a more comprehensive policy for teenage mothers. As we all know that in 2018, Zimbabwe saw 57,500 students drop out of school due to dropouts, students who dropped out. And on those 57,500, 12.5 was due to pregnancy. So every time I see these things, it reminds me that as a community, as Zimbabwe, we are not doing our part. We should be educating our mothers and our fathers and our sisters and our brothers. Because back then, if we were to look, the whole community, you were everyone's child. And someone will just correct you wherever you are. And sometimes also once you know that mama would teach and the boy is teaching shops. That's how we grew up. But now it seems like everyone is minding his or her own business. But is that the way to go? Social media, I think we are not doing enough as a community as a whole. So we are so privileged that our government in 2020, they put up an Education Amendment Act. The idea when you are pregnant, you can now attend school. But for us, we were like, is it enough? Is the comprehensive policy enough? Are pregnant? Just go to school, no more. For me, I thought, no. And that's where us is Holding Hand, but said, no, this is not enough. So sit back, relax, don't forget to comment, like I said, to share and to tell a friend. So our first speaker is gonna come. Her name is Siatra Sadu. Let's clap your hands as Siatra.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Siatra Sadu. Thank you, Katrina, for introducing me. So, I think the question being asked you to zvakakwana here kuti vasikana kana musikana waita mhuri pachikoro ungodzokera kuchikoro. And for me, talking from the experience yekuti I also have other people, other girls that are close to me vakatobata mhiri vari kuchikoro and they don't go back to school. The situation then comes as what happens to that girl's mental health kana adzokera kuchikoro. What are we saying to the other girls? These are the questions that the other girls would ask in chikoro. But it's not as easy as it comes with that goes like that. We have other issues to look at. Is she going to fit in? What are the parents of those girls going to say the moment she comes back to school? Will she fit in as a young mother now? Is she going to fit in as well in society as a young man? Because in society, we they don't allow you to fit in. You personally, because we need being young and being old. Because now you've got responsibilities coming to you. And what does that do to your mental health? Are you in the right state of mind to actually attend school and focus all those lessons? Considering so chikoro chedu chinogona kuita what 60. Ndinokwanisa here kuenda kuchikoro masat. Can I handle the pressure? Can I handle the heat? Can I handle all the lessons, the demands? Lessons? Can I handle all the assignments? Can I handle taking care of my body? and the baby that's coming, can I handle the pressure? You put can I handle all those kind of things? Can I handle the fact that I want to sleep, I want to eat tiny cereal kucha because we didn't break time? And can I handle all that? Can I handle the pressure I put on that? I'm going to bore or eating and just going to are we taking into consideration the process in where are we pregnant? Perhaps what we should talk about is that her mental state. Knowing very well a young mother is supposed to take care of her mental state to have a healthy baby. Now, is the mother healthy? Not only mentally, but emotionally. What is she hearing? Why is she not fitting in? How is she going to cope without someone who's going to hold her hand and worry for her? What are the other girls talking about her? What are they saying? Is the uniform fitting enough? Is she proud to be a young mother? I just called her that big baby. I know for a fact when I was writing my Form 4, I had a girl I just on your exam. And she was not comfortable because apparently the mother decided not to buy a uniform big enough to fit her baby. So she came in the old uniform. She was very thin, but this time now the baby had grown actually, this pregnant fat. And I will tomorrow. She was not comfortable at all. And instead of another sister to come and say, you know what, girl, let me hold your hand. What do you need? Do you need me to help you with the stuff to cover your legs while you're in the exam room? What do you need? Do you need water? What else do you need? No one had the guts to go over and it was all the things that we talk. And she was not in the right state of mind to write examinations. And she failed. Sadly. And these are the things that we need to look around. Is the school environment very accommodating for that young mother? Is the teacher accommodating to that young mother? Are our teachers sensitized to handle such issues? Not only the GNC teacher, but all the teachers in school, are they able to handle such situations? Can they cater and accommodate for her? So I guess these are the things. This is not enough. Having just a policy to say, we applaud that. It's actually there. We are allowing them to come back to school. But there's still more that needs to be done for them to fit into that school environment and also take care of their mental health so that they can focus and proceed with school. And I'm also saying, what happens to that boy? I can't impregnate. These boys always get away with these issues as if never should do this and that. What about that boy? Let's take it also to say Mkomana should be responsible as well during this period. Karenini, that kind of maternity leave, let him also go to paternity leave and take responsibility. Because now we're trying to create a generation that's responsible. We're trying to create a generation of responsible fathers, and we need to start from it now. So yes, thank you.
Presentation from you. I think we'll be calling Siatra again to be part of the panel discussion. So you can take your seats and enjoy. So I think that was very true what you said, and I agree 100%. Also going back to the Education Act that was there before, it said pregnant. She tied and the boy I told her freely to continue with his education. Was that even fair? Was that fair? For me, that was not fair. If the girl was not supposed to continue, so I think boy as well was not supposed to continue. So right now, I want to call musician. Her name is Ruarashe, but her stage name is Baliami. So Rua, come on stage and share with us the piece you prepared for us.
day would not change. Then one day, it so happened, she woke up vomiting. She was feeling dizzy. And the mother knew, oh my God, it is happening. She's pregnant. How could she go to school like that? What would the teacher say? What about your friends? And the boys? The society? What do you think you should do with my day? It's my question to all of you. She's still young, she's still beautiful, but she's carrying a baby. There is school ahead of her. There is a future ahead of her. Can I just say that my day anyway? This is a story not only of my day, but of many else in our societies. What are the adult things? But they're just children. Let's give them the chance to be children. At the same time, let's groom them to be mothers. When I mean mothers, I mean responsible mothers. For they hold the future of the whole nation. Love is right out and become so cold. Hearts are broken, so is it likely. Children crying, people on the first street. Hearts are broken, so is it likely. Things are lonely, very lonely. Love has cried out and become so cold. Selfishness, angriness. Love has cried out and become so cold. Hearts are broken, broken easily. Hearts are broken, so easy likely. Hearts are broken, broken easily. Hearts are broken, so easy likely. Hearts are broken, so easy likely. Hearts are broken, so easy likely. I won't die.
it's so good. You guys, that was fire. We're going to call you again because this is fire. I'm enjoying what you're doing here, and I hope you enjoyed also those that are watching on the internet. I hope just show us those fire emojis. Put the fire emojis in those comment sections. Okay? So moving on. I need water because that was fire. We're going to call the next speaker. Her name is Kundai Makonese. So Kundai,
my name is Kundai Makonese, and it's a pleasure being here today at Boulder Hat based off her event to speak about something that is very important, and that's the Education Amendment Act that now forbids schools from expelling pregnant teenage girls. And this policy, or this amendment, is very progressive, especially in advancing gender equality. And we need to realize that it's one thing to put this amendment, but it's another thing for it to be effective in our communities. Because we understand that there's a lot of things that come with teenage pregnancies. Like the former speaker highlighted, the fact that your body goes through a lot of things when you're pregnant, of which is that school capable of, creating an environment where that pregnant girl is comfortable, that she's still able to learn and get that learning experience that everyone else is learning. And chances are no. And that's why local governments need to work with grassroots organizations, our NGOs, Hands of Hope, UNDP, Plan International, to be able to effectively put this into place. What I like about this act is, as I mentioned, it's progressive, and as well as it has started the conversation. Before, no one really spoke about this. It was just given that once a teenage girl falls pregnant, that's it. She's kicked out of school, and we kind of know how her life is going to go. And now we are able to have that conversation. And I've had, the honor of engaging different people with this conversation. Our parents, our policymakers, and it's interesting to hear that you'll find that the young people, our youth of today, the progressive ones, are for this policy as they should. But you'll get that a lot of people are a bit reserved because in our culture, in our Shona culture, it's already being a teenage girl that's pregnant already has stigma around it. And now you want to go to school, you want to go back to school so you can influence the other girls? No. And that's the stance that a lot of our mothers, a lot of our older sisters have with this policy. And I've had a lot of people suggesting, okay, no, they should go to school, but maybe like night school and have their own, institution for them. And as a country, we're barely able to sustain our school facilities as it is. What is the likelihood that we're able to create a facility just for teenage pregnant girls? No. So what do we have to do now? We have to look at this act and look at ways in which we can create a conducive environment for young girls who are pregnant. And we also need to engage with the people on the grassroots. We understand that a girl doesn't learn in isolation. She has her peers, her teachers, other parents. And so when we are trying to make this policy comprehensive, we need to understand that we need to engage at the local level with parents, start the conversation with parents, start the conversation with students, start the conversation with teachers, so people get a better understanding of what this act or this amendment will be beneficial to girls. All of us here, I'm sure we know one or even a lot of young teenage girls who got pregnant and life for them just kind of stopped. They got pregnant, they dropped out of school, they became a mother, and that was that. Never mind that she wanted to be an administrator, never mind that she had plans to pursue her education. No, she got pregnant. And we also need to understand that for teenage girls, getting pregnant, it comes not one way. A lot of times it's it can be consensual or non-consensual. So for the mere fact that there was that act before that said that girl must be kicked out of school is very discriminatory, especially in instances where it was non-consensual and she's in a situation that was forced upon her. I think going forward, we need to really work together because the environment is not conducive for them. So what have we really done? We have done on a piece of paper that, yes, this is the amendment, but nothing that we're doing is facilitating an environment where she is able to pursue and continue with her education whilst being pregnant. So this is our first step, a very good step. And we have a lot of work on our hands, but I believe we will get there. We will be able to give girls these choices. Another thing I like about this amendment is it gives girls the choice. The choice. Before she didn't have a choice. Before it was written for her that you're pregnant, that's it. Your schooling life for you is over. But this gives her the choice. The choice that, okay, I'm giving a second chance. I want to go to school. I want to pursue my career. I want to build a life for my child. I want to go back to school, and this amendment gives them the choice. So yes, that's all I have to say. I think just to close off, and my ending remarks would be, we have a lot of work on our hands, but I believe that we will get there and we'll be able to make this amendment effective and efficient. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kuntai. I really enjoyed what you said. So, before you leave, what do you think must be done? Just one thing. What do you think must be done about this?
About this, I think before we even look at the schools, we need to go at the grassroots level. We need to have, whether it's forums, whether it's discussions around this within our communities, and get that buy-in from people. Because once we start trying to implement this at a higher level, at NGO level, at government level, at school level, we will face a lot of hitback from parents, from even students themselves. So we need to start at the grassroots. We need to start advocating for this within our communities. We need to start, be it campaigns, be it forum discussions, just to start the conversation about this.
I'm so happy that we've already started the conversation about it. So yeah, thank you so much, Kuntai, for sharing those wise words. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So moving on, guys, can you please clap hands for Kuntai once again? Yes, that was an amazing contribution. Those are great. In fact, everything was great. We are now moving on to the panel discussion. We are going to call a few people up front so that they can share. This panel discussion will be led by my co-host, Hazel Jojo. So let's clap hands for Hazel. She is going to introduce all the people that are coming. So yeah.
Thank you so much. So I welcome you all to the rest of the panel discussion. So I'm going to call upon all the panelists. I'm going to call upon Siaka to come on board. I'm going to call upon the chair lady of Ayambari, and I'm also going to call upon a one-team member to come on board. Okay, so this is exciting. I hope you guys are excited, right? Once again, I welcome you all to Gamuchirai. I used to like making some, that's what you say. So ladies, at first I want you to introduce yourself to the audience.
My name is Marceline Maboko.
Hello everyone, my name is Siaka Mzangi.
Hello guys, my name is Margaret Gerard.
Okay, so thank you so much guys for joining us today. We are so excited. You have been hearing this conversation and been part of this conversation. So probably I would like to start start with you, Siacha. What do you think about girls going back to school? What do you think about this new amendment act? Okay, thank you. I really think this is an amazing step that we're taking, just like my previous speaker, Kumdai, has mentioned, that this is a great step to achieving inclusivity. And we're trying to reach like an inclusive generation, an inclusive society. So that means inclusive everywhere. Every environment that we have should be inclusive. So I think this is a very great step that we've taken. And having the policymakers, this is just not a one man's job or a one woman's job, that only the policymakers get to decide. But I think also they're taking into consideration the girl and also the child who's coming, and also the boy. So I don't think this is only just the policymaker's job, but it's also the society's job, and that role as well that they have taken into consideration. So I think this is great. Okay, thank you so much. So I'll come to you, Margaret. I know Mushana Mbari, Mushana Nima teenage mothers are. Mungona kwenye wakude kutokera kuchoro wanakana kuti vakumbeka kweso wale kutemu asi vana vasoka kutokera kuchoro.
Sekuonera Margarita sisi tichitira nawo matsipatasi wayo. Wamwe wakuda, but wamwe hawasikuda. One of my lessons our town. Wakuda, one lessons out. Wasiku now, one lessons out. Sakapane my different lessons are, but about 85% work not to go to school.
I was no further kind of so no quality. Kufunga kwako wewe the other challenges angasanga kwenye teenage mother whether aneni kana kuti asiya mwana kumba ali pachikoro. Asiya mwana kumba anenge chikoro mwana wako atasiya. Seli wangu anatoa. Ndio kitu mwana yao atasiya njema. Nishikasi. Ali mungu maji anokuzwa chikoro na class. No, I don't have coaching. But coaching is still there. I was not yet. Please don't forget to comment whatever you think concerning the teenage mothers at school. There are always here. There's people who are offering to many it to make sure that you care about these challenges that my teenage mothers are facing in schools. How this goes up is school. I'm not at school. And most of the issues they put at this school, it's because the discrimination that I'm going to face when I get to school. Not only, okay, to sensitize my teachers, my students, actually, what are they saying to this one? Can they handle that? But how are they, what are they saying? I remember. My parents are, so this goes all levels. From the government has done its part. I think they also do other parts in terms of support, how we're going to curb and make sure this environment is conducive. And for the teachers, and then the students as well, we need to start engaging in conversations as to sensitizing them as students are children. They're all school working staff in they should not ridicule this child and we are in that situation. Child cleaner child should know, but I'm supposed to accept him and how he says but what are the parents of my students that are attending the same school with this girl saying? So we also need to go back to the community and engage dialogues with mothers. You're a mother. Come, let's talk to me. I'm a young mother now. What are you saying to your child if I'm a young mother? You're saying I should complain that I was an influencer. The previous speaker mentioned it's not always by choice that these things happen. It's probably consensual and sometimes it's forced. Now, even imagine I'm in a situation in which it's a forced situation and then you're telling your child what to play with me or at least assist me in school. Because I wasn't feeling well. Pregnancy has different hormones, they go up and down. The sicknesses, like I understand. Like I wasn't able to attend school yesterday. Don't put me all my assignments on my guys, don't put me all my notes. Is actually going to be able to hand over my notes. You go back home after the that is how you know how it is, our African mothers are. So I think also we need to go back to the society and educate even the mothers. The traditional leaders, the religious leaders, they all go this contact to the people society. Wow, that was deep, and thank you so much. And coming back to that point, I'm gonna ask you, kuti community vamwe varikuzvitora sei? Anamai varikudai kuti vana vavo vakamboita mimba kudhara vadzokere kuchikoro, varikuzvitambira sei mumacommunity?
Anamai vazhinji havasi kusvika. Because zvifainda kuti mamwe teen mothers anova achichimitwa nesingle parents. Saka parents anova kuti alright, iwo waita mwana wako kuti uende kuchikoro manje, mwana anova kusangana nacho. Because wamati maparents akawanda mavhera. Saka anova akusangana nemachallenges ekuti alright, mwana wangu ngakuti aende kuchikoro. Ko mwana wakaita zvisaona inini ndabuda ndamudzidzisa matomatoes aya. Saka wari kutotaura kuti iwo chitokara kozi wakazvida. Saka chigara pamba ini ndichese ndishande basa rangu semasters. Asi wamwe kumbari kwedu kune mwana wandakaona ane kamwana kake kane about 3 months. But wakakwanisa kumuzosera kuchikoro. Akutoenda kuchikoro akapfeka uniform. But the funny part of it is recently ndakasangana naye ane semukomana akamupa mwana yeye. Saka achazoti dzoka dzine dzoka dzichitaurwa ipapo. Havasi kufunga futi here kuti ngatite mumwe mwana. Wakutaura nyaya ndedzekuti mwana wedu tomuchengeta sei. But atinoona kuti parents inongaita kuti adzokere kuchikoro. But iye mwana wacho futi haasi kuzokuti akafoswa here kudzokera kuchikoro kana kuti akaita chii achida. Saka situation yacho ndaitricky inototidetsera. But vamwe varikutoda zveshuwa. Saka at least akawana project yaanoita ndozvavari kutaura kuti at least ndikati ndichienda kuchikoro mundotsvagira futi project yandinoita yekuti ndinobatsira futi mberi kwangu inini ndichiendawo futi kuchikoro. Saka zvakangomikisana.
Izvozvo chaizvo mashoko makututu ataurwa nachiyaledi kuti sometimes environment inogona kunge ichida tokusapota kuchikoro, asi iwe wacho sometimes unogona kutodii unogona kutora. Saka ipapo panofanira kuonekwa ndoya kwauriti chii chaungaudze teenage mother ari kukumbariti nawo, ari kutinzwa, ari kuti inini ndoda kudzokera kuchikoro asi ndiri kunyara kusekwa, ndiri kunyara kuti vanhu vanozondishora, vanhu vanozoshaya chakwana.
Kuti unafanira kuenda kuchikoro avasaona kuchengeta mwana. Nokuti mwana akaenda papa achida kuita yogona usina chaunacho unozomuendesa usenge mwana wacho kuchikoro mwana usina kuperedza upofu. Nematineja mothers akuba kana akuwana mwana unoendesa kuchikoro naakuita zvakanaka. Nesisi vanoenda kuenda kuchikoro ndowana substitute chekuchitosengera mwana papa ndichienda kuchikoro.
Okay, thank you so much. Tazvinzwira hanti. Wherever you are, kana uchifuna kuti ndapa kudzokera kuchikoro kunyara, aiwa ngatidzokere kupi? Ngatidzokere kuchikoro. Ndichipedzisira nemesi yacho. Chii chaungataurira macommunities right now kuti vaite kuti vasapoti vana ava vaende kuchikoro?
I think I love that statement, put yourself in my shoes. If you do that, it's easier for you to understand the journey, or at least try to engage, because sometimes these words are emotional and I can't express how much of the pain I'm going through on this journey. So if you put yourself in my shoes, at least you want to try and understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going. And I think it's not okay. That community, nokuti ndiri mwana wenyu vese, nemiwo ndichibvumawo kuti ndiri mwana wenyu vese, nemiwo sevabereki ndichibvuma, newewo sisi. And to every girl child, I'm only saying this to every girl child, sister, I always move with this talk, with this quote, sister, sister. Be your sister's keeper. It doesn't matter if she's your mother's daughter or not. It doesn't matter if she's your friend or not. Just look out for a sister. I want to see. So that you can leave Mabuja. That's what I'm just saying. Sister, sister, and also let's keep up with the Ubuntu aspects. Okay, thank you so much. This has been brought to you by Old Hand, and please don't forget to comment. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you.
In this Zimbabwe, supposed to be handled like this. Let us also talk about health workers and social workers, people from our schools, so that they can help these children. These are a few things that can be done by our government, our communities, our mothers, and our fathers. So moving on, we just want to call, I want to say the only male, only male presenter here, but he's the only male presenter that we have. I'm going to call Mr. Loyal to come and just, blow our minds.
Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Loyal. I'm a spoken word artist and a storyteller, and I'm super excited to be here. I'm just going to read out the version poem about what we've been talking about. So here's the poem. It reads, the society says, Noda kwenda kuchikoro kwei iwe wakazvipira kuvabereki. And she says, our mother, that you have fed me to the Latin of the continent, let me shine my son, let me spread my word on the world of knowledge. He said, well, education and asset without risk, marriage a vow of vows with divorce risk. I choose deeds of Iwa Weboyo, a trustee, an inheritance, Unofanayo. Get me to the home of wisdom. I pray all my abilities will be awakened. Education, my great momentum, will take me places. Kuziva amai huuzwa, and the one who refuses, akone mwana power. Let me spread my wings, for the sky is only the beginning. I am a woman and my education matters. My acquisition of knowledge and skills should be fair. I snooze off myself from the yoke of patriarchy. I stand for my right to zero. I groom Jew boys to men. Let me groom my empire without a caste. Dilemma I did not choose. My fate twisted because of my femininity. Family bearers, what a case. I vow the grenade in me is not yet about to explode. Once upon a time, my dignity should be upheld. Equity within the work of wisdom. Let me quench my thirst within the level zero. I have it all under control in zero. I'm a woman of valor. Let me learn till I'm satisfied. Why split me apart to be the caretaker of someone? I need a life of my own. Let me see from the world of zero. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much for coming. That was a very, very interesting discussion. We shall continue having this conversation so that our information gets to where it's supposed to go. So I'd like to thank every speaker, every performer, and every panelist who was part of us. So thank you so much, guys, and have a nice day to all of our viewers who are watching us on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube. Please continue liking, continue commenting.